So if this reading found you, it's either going to be for you or it's just going to be an interesting story of building triumph. And what I'm seeing in here is overcoming a lot of hardship in the recent times for you, where it's like you finally hit the peak of the mountain and a lot of the troubles you were able to conquer and pass by. And now it's almost like there's victory in your daily action, but you don't get to enjoy it. You don't get to enmesh yourself in it. It's like, okay, on to the next thing. We got to move. I feel like the joy and the peacefulness of like the playfulness of just the success that's starting to take shape in your life, it's kind of clouded. It's just, you didn't get any time to recover from whatever it is that you just went through. It's just like you got to pick yourself up and you got to keep going. You got to take whatever you learned from that like cluster of time for yourself. You have to turn into wisdom and utilize it immediately. The world is not going to wait or stop for it otherwise. And what I see here is you're exhausted, but you don't get to show it. You're tired. You like have a little bit of listlessness going on. And it's just, you don't get to relax from it. I'm sorry. It's going to be a very slow rebuild on getting that weakness to kind of dissipate, but you kind of have some big fish to fry right now. I feel like, again, peacefulness, playfulness, self-assuredness, self-awareness, ability of yours is all taking front and center. I don't care what the gender of this is. I'm getting extreme femininity in this one. This is talking about the way that you show up in your daily life, the way that you love, the way that you nurture, the way that you heal, the way that you interact with others. It's all in a very communicative base, if that makes sense. But what I'm seeing in here is you got to move fast in this. You got to separate yourself quickly from what it is that had happened. And it almost feels like a betrayal to yourself. This, I wanted to look at what the heck it was that you had gotten away from, because why? Why was this so prolonged in your life? And from what I can see, you were dealing with people or persons, just think people who are jealous of you, who weren't doing anything, and who are just kind of like riding on your coattails with this. I feel like this is somebody who you genuinely care about. I feel like these are people who you genuinely care about. And it's just like you kind of had to recognize them for the parasite that they are and slow down their source so that they couldn't stick to you anymore. And I feel like what's going on in here is it eventually turned very cold. And I feel like this was a collision that you're dealing with these people or this person. And it's a matter of you and kind of getting them away from you. They don't have access to you anymore. And from what I can tell, again, you're on the road to recovery. You're doing great. You have a bright road ahead of you, but you're neglecting this part of yourself that needs to be seen in what happened during all of this. So I really do want you to reach out to resources for help. Like, there are plenty of resources online, plenty of resources, in person. And there's so many different ways to go about this. You do need support and reprieve from what it is that you experience. I know that you just can pretend that everything's okay. I know that you can, but this is not the time to do it. It's going to be a slow healing process as you're rebuilding your life, because I do feel like with the work, with the play, and also with the peace in the home and just celebrating in this, and you and being who you are on this throne, you have to have time to recover. That's the bottom line of it. And you can't just pretend that everything is going to be perfect and right as rain again. You have to let yourself be human for a little bit, and you have got to let yourself be vulnerable to somebody who can be safe space for you. I hope that this finds you well. Let me know how this turns out. You better be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, and I know that others are. Again, hope this finds you well.